Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited because I'm going to be showing you guys a look that is perfect for festival season. I know festival season is just right around the corner, and I'm going to be showing you guys a look that is just perfect for that, and it just is really colorful and bright and pretty and just perfect for summer. It is going to be really pretty and a really in-depth eye look today. That's at least what I'm planning. I don't know what will happen when I get into it. But yeah, so I'm sorry if it's a little bit longer. And yes, I'm rambling again, so yeah, get ready, grab a seat, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I did already do my eyebrows. I'm sorry that I always do them before my videos, but I just feel like it's just really simple, and I haven't been using any new products lately, so this is what we're getting right now. Yeah, I just thought it'd be just kind of repetitive if I keep showing you guys that, so I just figured we'll just skip out on that to make the video a little bit shorter. So let's just jump right on into the eyes. So now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to conceal my eyelids because I could not find my eyeshadow primer. But concealer just works well. I just want to make sure that I prime them so that the color payoff is there. Because sometimes if you don't prime it, especially if you're using brighter colors, it's just not going to turn out the way you would like, and the colors are just not going to be as vibrant as they would if you were to use an eyeshadow primer or concealer on the lids. So now I have the concealer, I'm just going to go ahead and set them. And today I'm going to be using the Wonderlust palette from Profusion. It has a bunch of really pretty colors, which is really perfect for festival season. So I'm just going to go ahead and set my lids with the color Tranquil in here. It's just like a creamy shade, and I'm using my e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush. I'm going to take this all over the lid. Alright, next I'm just going to go ahead and for my transition shade, I'm going to go in with the color Statement, which is this brown shade. I don't know why, but I can't just go in with a color. I just kind of have to have a base. So we're getting that pretty well blended out, and then next I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the shade Retro, which is this purpley shade right here, and I'm just going to put that in my outer crease, and I'm just going to be using a denser blending brush to do that. I'm just going to take Retro. It's so pigmented, as you can see. Whew. Pack this on. Okay, and I'm just gonna pack this on my outer V as well. Just to help make all of our edges as soft as possible. It already looks 100 times better. Alright, next I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the color Regal, which is a little bit more purpley and not so blue. Like, this is the color that we just used. This is a little more purpley. And I'm going to be placing that in the exact same area with a blending brush. Oh yeah, I like this color a lot. Just going to make that a little more purple. That other color was a little bit darker than what I wanted. I want this to be a little bit brighter right in here. Let me know down below if you guys have ever gone to a festival, and if you guys, what kind of looks you guys like to do for festivals. I know they're usually like super fun and like looks that nobody would usually do on an everyday basis. I'm just really excited because I've never been to a festival before, and I just like love all the looks that I see people creating for festivals. I'm just like, wow, it seems like so fun to go to something like that. But I would probably never go to something like that. I'm just such an introvert sometimes, and I get so shy, so like big like group settings like that just freak me out. Next I'm gonna be taking this bright blue shade right here. It's called Splash, and I'm just going to be placing this kind of in my center crease. And then working it into that color that we just used. So I want this color to be pretty pigmented. Alright, and then I'm going to take a blending brush that doesn't have anything on it and just kind of blend those edges out a little bit. I'm just going to add a green color, so I'm just going to go in with the color Hypnotic, which is this greeny shade right here. And I'm just going to be placing that in my inner crease. Hopefully this color shows up okay. So I'm going to use a packer brush actually because this isn't building up like I want. Like a flat packer brush, and I'm just going to kind of really pack that on. Because I want this color to be really pigmented. This is going to blend really nicely with the blue shade. I know it's looking a little crazy right now, but please bear with me. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a cut crease actually. So I'm just going to take some concealer. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Peach. Placing it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take a flat concealer brush and just going to kind of carve out the crease. And then I'll just take my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, kind of blend this out a little bit. It is definitely okay if it's not perfect, because I mean we're going to blend everything out anyway. I just want it to be a little bit brighter right here than it is, because those colors kind of ran on my eyelid, as you can see. So this will really help to brighten those colors. I think something that will make this look a little better is this color Majesty right here. It's like a different color. I'll swatch it for you guys. It's like a green gold kind of color. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's just like a really pretty color. So I'm going to try and put that on my lid and see if I'm liking this look a little bit better. Oh, it's so pretty. It's such a pretty color. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to blend that out. Alright guys, so I've literally been blending this eyeshadow for what seems like forever. Okay? Like forever. I feel like I've been blending and blending and blending. But like I said, it does take a lot of patience to create a really colorful eye look. Especially if you want it to look like a specific way, like me. So, just gotta kind of keep working with it and just kind of don't settle. Just kind of keep working at it and working at it. So yeah, I'm actually really liking this eye look. I like the purple and the blue and the green. I originally was thinking like pink and purple and blue, but I didn't put the blue on the outside, which was my fault. So I just kind of worked with what I had. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do liquid eyeliner. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. eye tapes as usual. These are like $2, and I get mine online, but I've heard that they have them in stores now. So definitely go ahead and check these out. They're so amazing and such a game changer for liquid eyeliner. I mean, before it would take me so long because I would mess up and then I would have to redo it. And then that would make me have to redo some of my eyeshadow, and it just was a hot mess. So now this just makes it so easy and effortless, and yeah. So I'm going to be using these today, and I cut them in half because my eyes are really small. And they don't necessarily have to be like perfect when you put them on. If your eyeliner isn't perfect, I mean, like if this one's a little farther up than the other, it's whatever. And you can also use these for your eyeshadow, like if you want to like really intense, like defined eyeshadow, these would be great for that as well, because you just kind of blend it out right here, and just, yeah, it just gives it like a really crisp line, which I love. I'm just touching mine up, by the way, just to make sure that they're as even as possible. And I'm going to be going in with the LA Colors Matte Liquid Liner, and this is in the shade Black, and I'm just going to be doing my wings. I feel like a look like this just commands that you have wings. And I'm sorry if I'm not looking in the mirror, in the phone, I just kind of have to look in a mirror because it is hard to do your wings when you're just looking in the camera. So the liner is done. So satisfying, look at that. I mean, my wings aren't perfect. This one's a little bit longer, but it's whatever, it works. Yeah, they're a little bit thicker than I wanted, but it's okay. It's okay, I can still work with it. So yeah, next I'm just gonna go ahead and just move on to the face products. I'm just gonna be going in with my e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, and I am in the shade, oh, and I'm in the shade Snow. I should have known that. It's like such a memorable name. But first I'm just going to go ahead and prime my face with the Wet n Wild 3-in-1 Primer Water, and it's in Cucumber. This is just going to be priming your skin and just getting your skin ready for the makeup. And I'm not going to be going in with any other primers today. I just haven't found any that I've liked recently, so and I'm just going to be applying this foundation with a brush today. And I'm just using this Japanese foundation brush. This is a really nice foundation brush if you're looking for a good one. It doesn't really absorb all the product. This one does a pretty good job, and it gives you pretty good coverage. So at first I went with 2 pumps, but this is my 3rd pump. This foundation might be getting a little too light for me. Wow. That usually never happens. I usually am like the palest person in the world, I feel like. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer that we used earlier to kind of do our cut crease. And I am in the shade Light Peach. So I'm just gonna place this, and a little bit of this goes a long way, especially if you have like small eyes like I do. And I'm just gonna be using my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge and just kind of be blending this out a little bit. This concealer is really light, and you see how much I have? Like, I probably put on too much with just those 2 little swipes. You know, some people do like the big triangles. Like, you don't need this. You don't need that with this concealer. It's just a lot. A little bit of product can go a long way. I'm using my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush to just kind of get into the little spots that I can't reach with my beauty sponge. I kind of clean up my wing a little bit with it. This wing looks a lot better than this wing. It's okay, it's okay. Excuse the wings. I know one looks better than the other. It's okay. I'll work with it. Alright, so concealer is done, and now we can go ahead and set the face. So to set my face, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Beauty Shield powder, and this is a setting powder. It just has SPF in it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it does. And then this is in the shade Sheer. And it matches my skin pretty well, and I'm just going to be applying this with my face sponge. Overall, I mean, I've used this before, but I did recently just get it, and I have been liking it. So I just kind of wanted to switch it up because I always use my Fit Me powder, but that one's just such a great one. Okay, so I've been pressing in this powder for days, but finally we're done with the powder. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of bronzing. I don't usually do contour. I just kind of bronze my skin. So I'm going to be taking the Profusion Pro Contour Palette. I'm going to go ahead and bronze my face. And I'm going to be using this brush from Equal Tools. It's like a blush brush is what it's supposed to be for, but I don't use it for that. I don't typically use brushes for what they're for anyway, so. And I'm just going to be taking the two lighter shades in this palette and just kind of bronzing all over. Now this is very pigmented, so you do have to be careful with it. But it hasn't been like really muddy on my skin or anything. It's just really pigmented, so you have to keep that in mind, especially if you have fair skin like I do. So I'm holding the brush so weird. But yeah, this is a really pretty bronzer. It's nice and cool toned. It's not really warm toned or anything. And they do have a darker shade in here, so it'd be good for people who have darker skin as well. And then if I were wearing like a shirt for festival season, that's usually like your summer shirts, your tank tops, your really pretty shirts, I would be bronzing my chest as well. So, alright, next for blush, I'm going to go in with this Ulta Beauty palette, and I'm going to be taking this peach blush right here, and it's actually called the peach blush, and I'm going to be taking that on a stippling brush, and then I'm going to be dipping into it and putting this all over the apples of my cheeks, and tapping off the excess. This gives you a really pretty wash of color on the cheeks. It's not really a peachy blush, it's like a light pink color that I just love. It's so pretty, especially in the summer. I just like blush. I feel like blush gets really overlooked, but I think it makes your look come together sometimes, and it just looks so pretty. And I forgot, but I need to clean up this bronzer a little bit. So I'm just going to be taking that powder and just kind of swipe on here to clean up that a little bit. And then you can pour it in the cap, which is nice too, because some powders don't have caps. Well, like big caps, so you can't really fit your sponge in there. So, but I've been liking this powder actually. So I'm just going to let it bake there for a little bit, and then I'm going to do my highlighter. I forgot to do it when I was doing my blush, but I'll just finish out blending out my blush, and then Alright, let's move on into highlight. I've been using this highlighter lately and I've been loving it. This is a highlighter from e.l.f. and this is in the shade White Gold. It's such a pretty champagne-y color. Like, I can't even emphasize enough how pretty this blush is. It is literally my favorite, I said blush. It's literally my favorite highlighter right now. So, yeah, I'm actually going to spray my brush because, you know, for festival season, you want a really highlighted look. So I'm just going to be highlighting the high points of my face. And I'm sorry if you guys can't tell. I know the lighting is so bad, and I'm so sorry. But I will get it changed for next time. You can kind of see it, but it's not, the camera's not even doing it justice. It's such a pretty highlight. Yeah, let's see if it'll show up on this side. Probably not. It's not like really powdery or glittery. It's just there and it's really pretty. And for festival season, you want to look really glowy and just pretty and like wow. So this is really perfect for that. And then I'll apply more after we spray our face because why not? Alright, and then I'm just going to go ahead and do my lips. I'm going to wipe a little bit of this foundation off. Alright, for lips, I'm just going to be going in with the e.l.f. liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Praline. This is a really pretty nude color. I didn't want to do something super bright and wow and out there because this look is a little bit wow with the eye look already and like with the highlight, so you kind of want a little more simple lip, I feel like, and something that's not going to fade really easily or really ugly. So this e.l.f. lipstick is that. And it's a little bit on the darker shade side for my skin tone, but it's so pretty. And you don't need a lip liner with this because it has like the pointed tip, which is so helpful when doing your lips, because you don't need a lip liner. You can just use it to line your lips. This is such a pretty color. It's like a nude, but it's a little bit darker. It's really pretty. And when this dries down, it does dry down matte, but it's not really uncomfortable matte. It's a really nice matte, and it isn't overly drying, which I really like. So yeah, I really like this. You guys gotta go out and get it. It's like e.l.f. has just like been killing it lately. I gotta do a one brand tutorial featuring them. I just have to get an eyeshadow palette though. That's like one of the only things I don't have. So I gotta get that eyeshadow palette and then that'll be up. Alright, and then I'm gonna take this big fluffy powder brush and I'm just gonna kind of wipe off this bakage and just kind of blend it out. Alright, next I'm just going to go ahead and apply some mascara. So for mascara, I'm just going to be using the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Waterproof Mascara. And I'm going to be curling my lashes and then putting on this mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright, so the lashes are done, and now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the lower lash line. For the lower lashes, I'm just going to be taking that purple and blue kind of mixed together. So, and I'm going to be taking that on a flatter brush and just kind of, I'm just going to take it on this angled brush. I typically don't use these for the lower lash line, but for today we're just going to go ahead and make it work because I did dirty all my brushes and they need to be washed. So I'm going to take the color Regal and Splash together and just kind of work those on the lower lash line. This will just add a nice pop of color to our look. Alright, and I am going to go ahead and smoke that out with a fluffier blending brush that isn't dirty. Alright, that completes the lower lashes. But before we move on, I'm just going to go ahead and line my waterline. And I'm just going to be using this eyeliner pencil from Ulta, and it's in the shade Smoke, which is a gray color. It's not as harsh as a black liner, which I like. And it just kind of completes the your look a little bit. So I like it. Alright, next I'm just going to go ahead and spray my face, and then we're going to add a little bit of highlight and we will be all set. So I'm just going to be using that cute 3-in-1 primer water that we used earlier. Alright, and then while this is drying, we're just going to go ahead and add more of that e.l.f. highlighter. And really build that up. Hope you guys can see that now. It's really blinding. Alright, and then I'm also going to take a pointed brush and just kind of apply this to the corner of my eye. This is going to add such a pretty pop of color. Alright guys, and that completes this look. So I really enjoyed creating this look for you guys. Actually, it was a little bit harder than I had originally anticipated it being, but I really like this eye look. Let me know down below how you guys like it. I know it's a little bit more out there than I typically do, but it is really pretty, especially for festival season, which is what this look would be intended for. Yeah, I really enjoyed all the products I used. Obviously I've used them before, but yeah, some special things to note are the eyeshadow palette. Obviously, I mean, this Wonderlust palette is so great. I did have to play with the colors a little bit just because of blending and stuff, but I mean, that's typical with playing with a bunch of colors in the eye look anyways. You're going to have to blend a lot. But yeah, I mean, this color is this palette's very versatile and has a bunch of colors in it, and you can create a bunch of different looks with this. I mean, I could have gone with a purple pinky look, a blue greeny look. I had some browns in here. I could have done a neutral look. Yeah, just really a lot of versatility in this palette. I really like this lip color as well. Yeah, this is so pretty, and it's not going to fade really ugly. So, and one other thing, I also really like this highlight. This highlight, let me tell you, if there's one thing you get from this look, get this highlighter, because this highlighter is so pretty. It is so pretty, and I just can't even explain to you how much I love it. Like, I will be using this forever. Like, this highlight is, I haven't found a highlight that tops this highlight yet. It can be as subtle as you like. It can be as beaming as you like. It's just so pretty. So let me know down below if you guys like this look. And before you leave, make sure you like and subscribe. And hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so you get notifications of all my future uploads. I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. That's all I have. So I'll see you guys in a couple days. Bye!